is December 16th, 2022, and we are turning the water on.
Woo!
It's all set here. It's all set in the powerhouse. There's nothing left to do. So bring it on. Bring it in. Okay.
Turn it! Woo!
Here goes nothing. That was a big moment, even though it didn't look like a big deal. We got no water coming out the overflow. Let's go to the powerhouse and see if the pressure is building. So we just raced the water down the hill. It's coming into the bottom of the powerhouse right now. So I'm gonna hop down there and really hope that there's pressure. Because if there is, everything is working out. And if there's not, then I think we just beat it down the hill and we'll wait for it to come. Because nothing could possibly go wrong. Are we ready? Dun, 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 dun. 0. That's okay. This one seems to have a little bit of pressure going through it. Does the pipe feel cold? Feels cold. Well, we'll just wait. We have good news. So it's been about a half an hour or so, and I think the final resting place will be just under 140 psi, which is freaking amazing. And so it basically comes in. This is our last compression joint where it switches from the poly pipe to the schedule 40. And then got that pressure gauge so that I know how much pressure is coming into the system. And then we have our T, right? So the T branches off. So this will become the main water line. So it goes through the pressure reducing valve, which reduces the pressure from 140 to 45. And then from there, it comes down to these two lines. So this line is the main water supply. So that goes to the cabin, and then this is the bypass, the bottom one there. And so basically, if I ever need to keep water flowing through the whole system so it doesn't freeze and I'm not home, I can close the main and open the bypass, and then water will feed through the whole system, and so it won't freeze in the pipe. And then when I'm home, I can close the bypass and keep the main open. And then from there, so when it continues, there's a little tiny leak. It's kind of, see, there's one leak in the system, and it's right where this gate valve is attached here. So I think I put a bunch of Teflon tape on. I think I just need to tighten it down a little bit. But all in all, it's not too bad. So this is the gate valve that closes off the whole system. And then we have the union, and this is where the microhydro will eventually live here. So once the microhydro is in, we open the gate valve, connect it, and then microhydro will drain through this guy. And then this is the conduit where the cable is going to run. So the cable and the main water line, they both run down that big ditch to the house. So anyway, big moment. We're going to open the main water supply. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. The valve is off at the house right now. I've written slowly on them so that try to avoid water hammer effect by like jarring them open and close and getting that whole reverberation through the pipe and blowing the system up. So, the main water line's on. Okay, so pressure is down to about 30, but it's got to fill that line up, and I'm hoping eventually that sound will stop. But let's go to the cabin and see what we got going on there. Well, we got water to the powerhouse, 140 psi, down to 40 to here, and it's time to get it in the cabin. So we'll turn this piece of conduit, which we'll open the main water line. Here we go. I hear it. Is that it? Is the water on?
Yes.
I don't hear any pouring leaks anywhere. Uh-oh. Nothing coming out of the sink. Okay. Troubleshooting. Valve. Maybe that'll... I don't know what's going on, but something's happening. Oh! I hear water, Cat.
I hear water.
Why the heck isn't it coming up?
Bum, bum, bum.
So we're back. It's early June. I'm just going up to check out the intake. I haven't been up here since December when we turned the water on, and then it instantly froze. So we turned it off and just left it for the winter. I figured we were just going to make it worse if we were turning it off and on and it was freezing and refreezing. So we're just going to head up and see what carnage the intake looks like, and we'll go from there. But yeah, pretty excited to see how it wintered. I can hear it. We're close. Oh, well, that's pretty good. The waterfall is still there. So that water's coming out from where it goes underneath there and around the intake. So, oh yeah. Wow, that's just like months of leaving it alone. So it looks like some of it's still going in. Got a little bit splashing out. But overall, a little work, and I think it should go pretty well. There's a little hole in the screen there. Nice. Okay, we'll do a little bit of work, clean this up, and we'll turn the water back on. All right, so that water's been going into that barrel for like almost 6 months, and I haven't cleaned it out yet. So I'm just gonna open this clean out here and see what kind of debris we've had piling up in the bottom of that barrel. Oh God. Wow, again, not too bad. It's good that the clean out system is working. So again, that's draining the barrel in there. So the actual barrel itself is looking pretty good. Where the water comes out is still attached. You see the screen over the intake is still on. Clean out is underneath that at the bottom there. The only thing I'm worried about is this here. That's where I accidentally cut the wrong hole and I put a bunch of waterproof tape on. So it's probably leaking out of that quite a bit. So I'll check that out, fix that up. But yeah, it survived the winter. Well, in trying to fix it or take a look at everything, I'm pretty sure I made it a little bit worse, but that's just par for the course. It's good enough. It's as good as it's going to be for now, so might as well turn the water on. So right now it's coming in here, filling the barrel up and going out the overflow. As soon as I turn this guy, we should divert the water into the penstock. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's exciting every time. So it's no longer flowing out there. Now it's going the intake, through the pipe, into the barrel, and down to the powerhouse. We got her shut down in the powerhouse, so that pipe should be filling up now. But yeah, let's head down there and see what's going on. So I'm just following the pipe down after turning the intake on. I don't know if you can hear, but you can definitely hear water rushing through the pipe. This is exciting. Hopefully there's no catastrophic failures. So we're just coming up on the first connection. I didn't actually get to see the connections last time I turned it on because there's already a bunch of snow on the ground. But those massive, like, freaking compression fittings. I think the pipe is full up to here. Oh no. So there it is there. You can still hear water rushing through it. So no obvious leaks, but the pipe's not full to here yet. But I don't have the patience to stay here, so we'll go check the next one and keep going down. So we're coming up on the second compression fitting. So this is the lower of the two. So I think the water should be full to here. There she is. I don't hear it rushing through. Sounds like there's water. Like it sounds full. And I don't see any wet soil or nothing. Awesome. That's great news. Next stop, powerhouse. At the powerhouse, we just turned the water on. There's a slim to none chance that this is just going to be flooded. This guy up. Wow, it is wet down there. Well, I don't hear any water. I guess that's a good start. Okay, let's pop down and have a look. Okay, so everything down here is pretty wet, so I need to increase the ventilation. But I don't see any leaks. I think that's all just condensation from being down here. And then we're at just under 100 psi, so hopefully that means the pipe is still filling up, because last time we were at about 140 once the pipe was full. And then the main water line, we're just under 60, but last time, if I remember, I just opened one of these and that snapped back down to what it should have been. Oh yeah. So I just bumped open the bypass to try to get some water out of the system, or some air, sorry. And that might help this come up too. But anyway, we'll wait for a minute or two and see where we're at. So I've been waiting a couple of minutes. It looks like the PSI is kind of holding around 80, which is not ideal. So maybe something's going on with the intake. Probably run back up and check to make sure everything's going good up there. If not, then we got a big leak in the pipe somewhere, which would be my worst nightmare. So let's hope, yeah, the intake fell apart or something. So I'm back at the lowest connection, closest to the powerhouse. I still don't see any leaks or anything, but I don't hear any water. And I feel like if there's a hole in the pipe between here and the powerhouse, you'd like be able to hear water rushing through. But I don't hear any water, so that's a good sign, I guess. I'm gonna keep working my way up. All right, the upper connection now has definitely had enough time to fill the pipe. So just checking to see any leaks. It looks pretty good, but I can hear like air in the pipe. Well, that's interesting. At least it's not spewing out of the fitting. Okay, 2 for 2 on the fittings. That's why I only have 2. Okay, hopefully the problem lies at the intake. Okay, so I'm only about 50 meters above that compression, that second compression fitting. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but you can hear the water's doing something funky. I think it might be like an airlock or something, maybe, in the pipe. So, yeah, actually I'm not really sure what to do. I guess I'll just run down the pipe and make sure it's all still sloping downhill. But yeah, there is something weird going on in the pipe for sure. Okay, so let's see what's going on up here. Huh, that's not good. So this still tells me that pipe is accepting water. The barrel is still full because it's coming out the overflow. So where the heck is the water going? This is weird. This is not good. The barrel's definitely full. But the water's not going down the pipe. Ah! Alright. I've been looking forward to this. We can figure this out. Okay, so we're back in the powerhouse, and now we're almost back to 140. So I think there is an airlock somewhere in the pipe. It sounds like it's like gulping from the intake. And so it just takes a while for the air to work its way out the top and let water in. I was thinking if I just open the bypass here, it might help to figure out to get some of the air out of the line, but that sounds like mostly water. A bit of air. But if we just kept that running a little bit. But anyway, I think we should open the main, and that'll let water through this line and out to the cabin. We'll see if we can get a little bit of water at the cabin. I think I turned it off at the cabin. Nice. All right. All right, so we're back inside. Just turned the water main on. So we should have water flowing from the intake to the powerhouse, from the powerhouse to the cabin. This place is a bit of a mess. I literally just walked in last night. But if I make sure that, it's kind of hard to tell. But this one on the left here, so this one is what drains the cabin. So I need to make sure that the drain is closed, which is up. And then this one is a ball valve. So if I twist this on, it should hear water. I hear water. Okay. So it's coming out of here. That's the hot water drain. And this one's not all the way closed. That's closed. Alright, we'll try again. That's totally draining everything. That should be closed. Okay, I hear lots going on. Let me turn this guy on. And I'm going to turn this guy on. Here's something going on over here that I don't like. Oh wow. Okay. Close that. And the shower's on for some reason. And that's leaking. And that's... Okay, I gotta turn my shower off. See that? Okay. That's good. Oh. Okay. Okay, here goes the test run. So the water's turned on to the sink. We have cold water. Do we have hot water? We have hot water. It's not steaming, but you can see that it's hot. Okay, we got hot and cold to the sink. Come over to the bathroom. We got hot water to the bathroom. And you can see here. And as a super bonus, is the toilet gonna flush? No way. No way. What? We got a working toilet. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is too cool. How fancy am I? I can actually start to clean this place up. Well, I'm gonna have my first drink of water. Cheers.